There are three things you need to manage before you go on stage.
Welcome to the Mind Over Money podcast with Jess and James, the only podcast you need to tune into each week to grow your personal, professional, and financial life. Join entrepreneur, investor, and multi-award-winning international speaker Jess and James as he shows you how to take control of your mind to create the life, income, and career you deserve. Here's your host, Jess and James.
So one of the things I wanted to cover real quick before we wrap up, we start to wrap up in a little while. I've still got more I want to teach you, so hang on with me, and I've got something for you at the end that I want to gift you. I wanted to deep dive into the state side of things a little bit more. Just real quick, I want to deep dive into the state side of things because I want to help you learn some things that I've created in what I call the speaker state solution on how to manage your own state as a professional speaker. So just to recap, there's two states you need to manage as a professional speaker. Number one, your own state. Number two, your audience's state. So let's take a look at your state. There are essentially 6 key things you need to dominate if you are going to master your own state. I don't have time to go into all of these, but I'm going to go into a few of them right now real quick so that I've given you some value on this class right now, okay? Because there's a lot of information I've been sharing with you. Who's been enjoying it, by the way? Give me a 1 so far if you're enjoying it so far. Give me a 1 if you're enjoying it so far. Appreciate you guys so much. Thank you very much. Love it. Thank you guys. Love you guys. Thank you so much. Okay. So some things that you need to consider. Obviously, as a speaker, you need to manage your state. We know this. Okay. But how do you manage your state? Well, in my opinion, as a speaker, there are 3 things you should work on in order to manage your state before you go on stage. There are 3 things you need to manage before you go on stage, not necessarily whilst you're on stage, before you go on stage. Remember, professional speakers manage their state before they go on stage. Rookie speakers flap about on stage trying to manage their state. What that tells the audience is you're not good at what you're doing. They've switched off straight away. You need to come with your A game when you're coming on stage. But for many of us, we struggle with that. So here's the 3 things you need to focus on when you're managing your state. Number 1, your breathing. Breathe. Many people, when they're nervous or stressed or anxious, their breath becomes shallow. They breathe quite quickly. So what you need to do as a speaker before you go on stage is pause and regulate your breathing. Take some nice deep breaths in and out. You do that 5 to 6 times, it will biochemically shift your body to start feeling calmer because you're getting a good blast of oxygen through your blood cells, getting a good blast of oxygen going through your brain. You look in your brain, there are capillaries, there are cells, there are vessels which carry oxygen and nutrients to your brain. When your breathing is very, very shallow, you're depriving your brain of oxygen. When you deprive your brain of oxygen, it doesn't function very well. It starts to panic. So this is why we get stressed. Give me a 1 if that's making sense, please. Give me a 1 if that's making sense. Yeah. You're blocking your brain's supply of oxygen. All right. So, when people say to you, breathe, it will help you calm down. Yes, physically, it will make you calm down because it shifts your focus, which I'll talk about in a minute. But biochemically, what it's doing is it's sending more oxygen to your brain, which needs it. Because think about it. Where does the stress stem from? Your brain, your mind, your fight or flight syndrome. So in order for your brain to recalibrate, it needs oxygen. So breathe. It's free. Okay. So breathe more. All right. So before you go on stage, breathe. Second thing you need to do is shift your focus. Shift your focus. You see, most speakers, their focus is on themselves before they go on stage. Their focus is, what if I mess up my lines? What if I forget what to say? What if I look like an idiot? What if people laugh at me? What if they look at me and they think I'm ugly, or they think I'm overweight, or they think I'm that? And it becomes me. But let me tell you something. When you make it about you, you become very insular and it becomes very selfish. You end up focusing on yourself so much that you forget what you're there for in the first place. So look, you've got to understand this. Before you go on stage, shift your focus. Here's what I say to myself before I go on stage. People often see me getting ready backstage, getting me ready to go on stage. And they often ask me, Jason, what are you doing? And I just tell them one simple thing. I'm shifting my focus to how I can serve these people today. So I just say to myself, what can I do to serve these people today? What can I do to serve these people today? What can I do to serve these people today? I keep saying that to myself, which does what for my focus? Shifts it onto them. What can I do to serve these people today? If I can serve these people today, I've done my job. So therefore, I'm shifting the focus off of me and putting it onto other people. As a speaker, remember, you are there for them. You're not there for you. You're there to serve. You gaining is a secondary of that. Shift your focus onto other people. The third thing you need to be aware of when managing your state is your eye contact. If your eye contact is too foveal, as in it's locked in, tunnel vision, you're going to get more stressed. Now think of it for a minute. Think of it for a second. If right this very minute you focus on a problem, someone tell me in the chat box, what happens to the problem? If you focus on a problem, what happens to the problem? It's not a trick question. What happens to it? Yes, Sandra, it grows. Yes, everyone, you're right. Sonia, everyone, you're right. It grows. It gets bigger. So you get what you focus on. So think about it like this. If you go on stage and you're worried about what people are thinking about you, then you start to stare at certain people in the audience who look like they're giving you a dirty look. What happens? They start to get, you start to get more stressed. You start to get more worried. You start to get more anxious. You start to get more nervous. You start thinking, oh my goodness, what's going to happen, right? So look, I want to teach you something real quick that will help you get rid of stage fright in seconds. Give me a 1 down below if you'd like to learn that, please. I'll teach it to you right now. We can all do it together, yeah? It's a very simple technique to get rid of fear, anxiety, stress, worry within seconds, all right? So I'm going to switch my camera on real quick. If you have your camera on, please switch it on for me as well so I can see you. Can you all see me? Give me a thumbs up if you can see me. Yeah, fantastic. Thank you very much. Appreciate you guys. All right. So let's do this quick technique. I want you for a moment to look at the lens of your camera right now. Look down the lens of the camera on your phone, iPad, laptop, whatever you're watching me from. Look down that lens. And I want you to focus on just that lens for a moment. Just focus on that lens for a moment, okay? And I want you to think of a problem you're currently going through. So focus on the lens and start to bring to mind a problem that you're currently going through, okay? Everyone got it? Cool. So here's what I want you to do now. I want you to just forget that problem for a sec. Just forget about it for a second. Shake your head if you have to. Go back to the lens, look at the camera lens. And as you're looking at the camera lens, I want you to start expanding your line of vision outwards. So you start to become aware of maybe the walls next to you or things beside you or whatever it might be. Still looking at the lens, start to expand your line of vision wider. And as you start to expand it as wide as you can, you become fully aware of the things that are to the side of you as well. I want you to expand it up and down as well. So looking still at the lens of the camera, I want you to expand your line of vision up and down as well. So maybe you become aware of the desk below you or your thighs below you. You might even be able to start to see the ceiling a little bit above you, but you're still looking at the lens. So your vision is nice and wide. So as your vision is nice and wide to the side, nice and wide to the top as well, I want you to bring your right hand up for me. Bring your right hand up and start wiggling your fingers so you can see them in the corner of your eye. Start looking down the lens still, keeping your vision nice and wide. Wiggle your fingers so you can see it in the corner of your eye, but you're still looking at the lens. Nice and wide, wide to the side, up and down, wiggling your fingers. Now, as you're wiggling your fingers, I'd like you to try and remember a problem you were just thinking about. It's hard, isn't it? You can't do it, can you? It's difficult, right? So you can put your hand down now. You don't need to do that anymore. So what am I trying to show you? What I just taught you was something called peripheral vision. It's virtually impossible to be stressed, worry, or think of problems when you're in peripheral vision. But when you're focused on one particular thing and you don't see anything to the sides, you don't see anything up and down, you become incredibly stressed. Think about that. Yeah. But if you are now peripheral, you don't become stressed. So as a speaker, go into peripheral vision before you go on stage. It's a very, very powerful tool that you can use. You can use that technique in any environment. So I'm just going to switch my camera off again, guys. You can use that technique in any environment. Even if you're about to go into an important board meeting, go into peripheral vision. Even if you're going to go into a phone call, an important phone call, go into peripheral vision. If you're going to do a video, record it. Look, if you're about to record a video, give me a one if you would like to speak more online. So on Zoom summits, on Facebook Lives, on own videos and stuff. Yeah, lots of you. Yeah, fantastic. So here's the trick. You've already got a camera lens. So before you hit live or before you hit record, look down the camera lens, do that quick peripheral vision exercise, and make sure that you are in peripheral vision and then hit record. Please do not wiggle your fingers and hit record, because you'll end up starting your video wiggling your fingers and looking like you're saying hello in a very creepy fashion. All right. So you don't want to do that. All right. You've got to manage your state before you go on stage. It's really, really important. Okay. One of the other things that will help you manage your state on stage is being sincere, being yourself. Please, my friends, be yourself. They say be yourself because everybody else is taken. So be yourself. Be who you are. Anybody who knows me off stage will know I'm the same person on stage that I am off stage. I am just myself. I am who I am. And the beautiful thing about being who I am is that I attract people who are like me. That's it. I attract people who are like me. And I want to attract more people who are like me. So I be myself. Right now, I have certain values, certain belief systems. I believe in having fun. I believe in serving. I believe in adding value to people. I believe in giving back. I believe in helping other people. I care about people. I'm compassionate. I'm passionate about what I do. I love human beings. I hate seeing suffering, and I love seeing people prosper. And I'm very sure many of you are similar to me. Give me a 1 in the chat box if you agree with me. Give me a 1 if you feel like you're similar to me. Yes, look how many people are typing 1. Why? Because I'm like attracts like, my friends. Like attracts like, plain and simple. If we can all be the same together, then we'll do some incredible things. Okay. So it's really, really important that you understand that. Okay. So who's getting value from me so far? I'm about to wrap this up in a second. Give me a 1 in the chat box if you're enjoying this so far, please. Awesome stuff. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. I don't want to keep you guys too much longer, but I do need you to hang around just a little bit longer so I can share something with you. All right. Now, just to recap, if you want to become a world-class trainer, if you want to become a world-class speaker, if you want to speak on stages all across the world, if you want to get started getting hired for big speaking gigs, or if you don't want to do that, but you'd like to sell other people's products, or you'd like to be a trainer, just a professional trainer going into corporate organizations, teaching people stuff and getting paid as a career change, then what you've got to understand is you need to learn these 5 crucial steps. Manage your state, manage your audience's state. Learn to articulate your story in a very powerful way so that it attracts people's attention and it influences them to like you and build your credibility in 12 minutes flat. You've got to design a solution, which is a roadmap that will help people buy into what it is that you're offering, or you take somebody else's solution and sell it on their behalf. You then need to learn how to serve in a way that helps people to buy. And then you need to understand how to monetize. Monetize, whether that's through selling your own courses or programs or digital assets. Maybe you want to create a digital asset and sell it online as a course. However you do that, you need to monetize this knowledge. If you don't monetize this knowledge, you will miss out, plain and simple.
You've been listening to the Mind Over Money podcast with Jess and James. Don't forget to subscribe and follow on all the channels, links in the show notes. Please also leave a review and visit www.jessandjames.com to find more resources on how to create the life you deserve.